Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case, City of Romance, Case 2, Murder a la Mode. And I know you can't hear any music because this is the glitch in Criminal Case where you play a crime scene, then you end, and then suddenly the music stops, but all the sound effects are kept in. Okay, so I'm taking advantage while it's not working, so let's unlock chapter 2. Oh, it's playing again. Okay, you can't... I don't know whether I'll remove it or just keep it. Katerina, I knew fashion was cutthroat here in Paris, but we're only a couple of days into fashion week and we... Okay. What's going on, Leia? You want to head to the Flamme magazine lobby. The receptionist just called and said he found your victim's bag there. Was it left there by the killer? Does he think there's a bomb in it? No? Well, I hope not. But I know it's probably helpful to your case. I'm sorry, Katerina, I'm just excited to help. And I might have had too much coffee today. Yeah, you're a bit overwhelmed. No need to apologize, Leia. That is helpful. The receptionist had to leave for the night, but he said he left the bag in the lobby for you to check out. Perfect. Katrina, let's hit the Flamme magazine lobby. Okay. Okay, seems to me that we are dealing with a professional, seeing that he had a silencer and gloves. Katrina, the receptionist must have gone for the night, but you found the victim's satchel. Looks like you'll have to crack the code on that lock to see what's in it. And you found this crazy hat. Closer examination of it could help us ID another person who knew the victim. Oh, and what's this torn paper you found? Looks like a drawing. Let's put it back together. Okay. Alright, let's unlock the satchel. Oh, excellent, you got the victim's satchel open. Wait, is that a photo of the victim inside? Creepy, Katrina. Someone burned holes through the photo's eyes. I think it's safe to say the victim wouldn't do this to his own photo. Good God, the burns were clearly made with a cigarette. And we know our killer smokes cigarettes. The killer must have done this. Let's send the photo to Enzo for examination. So somebody who really wanted you dead. Okay, now let's analyze the hat. We are just gonna find out who bought that hat. A man. Well, Katrina, this is one crazy looking hat. Apparently it was designed by the famous eccentric designer John Domani. I wonder if Mr. Domani knew our victim. Let's talk to him. Okay. Alright, now let's restore this torn sketch. Okay. Oh, this is a sketch for a jacket. It's super snazzy. I wear that in a heartbeat. The signature on this sketch says Juliet. It must be the intern we met, Juliet Segal. Hey, there's something written on the back. It's the victim's name surrounded by hearts. Looks like the victim meant a little more to Juliet than she first told us. Let's go talk to her. Okay. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Mr. Domani, this hat you made was at the Flamme magazine office. Yes, the hat was there for Sebastian Lefebvre to do a write-up on my new line for Fashion Week. So, why do you have it? Are you the fashion police? Miss Lefebvre was shot dead earlier tonight. Do you know anything that might help us find his killer? All I know about Lefebvre is he was a hipster journalist, and my guess is someone shot him for being too basic. That's a snide remark for someone being questioned about a murder. Honey, I'm far too busy reinventing clothing to plan anyone's murder. And speaking of busy, ciao. I don't know. GTG, what's that supposed to mean? Anyway, let's go talk to Juliet. Juliet, we found this sketch you did. And we also saw Lefebvre's name and the heart you drew on the back. You said you barely knew him. Okay, I admit it, I had a big win for him. But who wouldn't? And it was just a crush. Did you ever ask him out? No, I never would have acted on it. I could lose my internship at Flamme if I did that. But I couldn't help getting nervous whenever he was around. I started smoking a pack of Lavals a day just to relax. And I did that drawing because I thought it might be something nice to give to him. But I smudged it a little like always. I hate being left-handed. Seth would have thought I was ridiculous anyway. Maybe it's a good thing I never told him how I felt. Oh, it could be you. Is there something left on the photo? Enzo, were you able to confirm it was the killer who burned the eyes out of the victim's photo? Yes, it was absolutely your killer's doing. The actual residue they got on the photo was a batch for Laval cigarettes. So the killer burned the eyes out of the photo and gave it to the victim as a threat? But it doesn't tell us any more about the killer's motive or identity. Actually, the photo also has some liquid residue soaked into it. I identified bourbon, maple syrup, orange juice, all of which come together to make the delicious Libertine cocktail. So I can tell you that your killer drinks Libertines. And if you've never tasted Libertines, we should go out for some soon, Carrie. I like that, Enzo. Well, Katrina, our killer will have to give up all of their indulgences when we throw them behind bars. Now, I think it's time we do another sweep of the victim's office. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's investigate the office again. Katrina, the label on that DVD says "with further fashion advice pilot." Looks like the video was going to get a TV show. But what is this pink powder on the DVD? Let's collect a sample. And you think digging through this box of scars might lead us to something helpful? It's worth a shot. Okay. Okay, let's collect this powder. Great, Katrina. Now let's check out that powder you collected from the DVD under the microscope. My apologies for sneezing. Okay, now this. Okay, smartphone, and the battery's dead. Hey, you found a phone among all those scarves. Looks like the battery's drained, but since this is the victim's office, do you think it's his phone? Emma will be able to charge it and see if it's the victim's. Okay. Okay, now the pink powder. Oh, one more. Embalming powder. What's that? Katrina, the powder you found on the DVD is embalming powder? What is embalming powder doing in a fashion magazine office? Oh, you're right. We learned that the editor Martine Manor used to be a coroner. She probably used this stuff all the time. Of course. But what's she doing with it now? Let's go ask Miss Manor what's up with this. Yeah, what's up with that, Martine? Miss Manoir, would you care to explain the embalming powder Deputy Katrina found? Yes, I had to use the embalming powder on an antique fur coat that I wore out recently. Juliet and I drank too many liberties, and I spilled some on the fur. What a sticky mess that was. A bit of scrubbing with the embalming powder got the stain right out, along with the smell of my Laval cigarettes. Worked like a charm. Must be an old coroner trick of yours. Who would have guessed that knowledge would come in handy in the fashion industry? I wouldn't have. And speaking of knowledge, we saw that Sebastian Lefebvre was going to have his own TV show. How did you feel about that? I was against it. We needed him here at Flamme. He's one of our star writers. This got tense when he refused to listen to reason. I almost had to give him my left hook. Good thing he backed down before he came to blows. I hope that's the truth and you didn't resort to shooting him to keep him from moving on to bigger and better things. Well, if you were to shoot him, that wouldn't help you anyway, so I don't think it's going to be Martine, even though she's suspicious. Oh, but it could be Juliet. Is the smartphone charged up? Katrina, I can confirm that this is indeed your victim's cell phone. And he has some messages from Simone Lematrie, the high-profile CEO of the Chore Fashion House. Oh. Messages from Chore? They're a huge brand. Were they suspicious or threatening messages? Not exactly. Lemaitre wanted Lefebvre to promise to write a glowing article about Chorce's new line in exchange for a front row seat at the fashion show coming up. Let me guess, he refused. He did refuse, and Lemaitri's response was surprisingly congenial. She is known in the fashion world as being a bit of a demon, you could say. And she looks like that. A demon? Sounds dangerous to me. Katerina, we should talk to Lemaitre about her communication with the victim. Yet another person with white hair. Oh, hello. I must say, officers, your uniforms are cute, but they leave something to be desired. I don't have to be pretty to be a cop. Miss Lemaitre, we haven't brought you in for fashion tips. We wanted to talk about your connection to the journalist Sebastien Lefebvre. I am aware of him. He'll be attending to Chore's show later this week. Actually, he won't. He was shot earlier tonight, and we are investigating his murder. You believe I had something to do with it? I may be a powerful presence in the fashion world. Some might say I'm driving it. But one less journalist, whatever their opinion of my work, means a little less coverage on Chore. And that is disappointing to me. Oh, I don't like her. Well, Katrina, we're on the hunt for the person who shot Sebastien Lefebvre dead earlier tonight. Designer Johnny Domani made some snide remarks about him being a hipster and basic. For some in the fashion world, that could be grounds for murder. On the other hand, high-powered Chore CEO Simone Lemaitre, she seems to feel that any press is good press, no matter the opinions expressed. It's a strangely egalitarian sentiment for someone people call a demon. She could be hiding something. It almost came to blows between Miss Manure and the victim over his desire to leave Flamme to host a TV show. For now, the least suspicious of the bunch is Juliet. I mean, who kills someone they have a crush on? I've seen that happen a lot, so... Deputy Katerina, here you are. It's Emil. He won't listen to reason. What is it? Alright, we gotta stop here. We gotta continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!